Hey, what's up? Welcome. Today we are jumping into Idols Part 2 from YUNGBLUD. Now, Idols Part 1, which I didn't really know it was going to be a Part 1. So Idols was one of my favorite albums, is one of my favorite albums. I got it on vinyl. This is like the silver vinyl. It also came with the autographed card. And so I listened to this album quite a bit in my truck, on my record player. Absolutely love it, was blown away by Dom and enjoyed getting to know him more. So we have that video. I'll link it down in the description and I'll throw it up at the end. And we have all of the additional content, so music videos, live performances, and more over on Patreon. So feel free to check that out. We'll also have Time. He's released so far, I think, I know there's like a visualizer and some things, but he released a new video for the song Time. We'll have that over on Patreon. But I'm Musically Malnourished. You're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. So glad to be able to finish this album, see where he goes with it. So I guess without any further ado, let's jump in. This is track number 1, I Need You, and then in little brackets, to make the world seem fine. Here we go. A little acoustic guitar.
Pictures of idols rise up and fall. Wish you knew it all. Lift your head from the pillow. You've been missing enough. Build yourself a wall. You know there's no middle, so don't fight the change. It'll all be alright in the end. Show yourself, 'cause I need you. Oh, I need you to make the world seem fine. So you fostered a hero for efficiency's sake. Tell me, how did it go in the end? To be a part of the picture, you gotta keep with the pace. Run, 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 you're late. You know there's no middle, so don't fight the end. It'll all be alright when you change. Show yourself, 'cause I need you. Oh, I need you.
See if it transitions. No. Okay. Now, I'm always curious, if they're going to use certain things for transitions into other songs, but it had a pretty clean end and then kind of built up from there. Sorry for that abrupt noise. Man, yeah, it's beautiful. I'm so glad we get 7 more songs to make a really killer album, because the full thing together is Idols complete. So cool, man. And I really I don't have any poor expectation for the remainder of this album. I think he's probably just going to absolutely knock it out of the park, give us more interesting sounds. And so, yeah. The great thing too is with that song, it's just this thing that Dom has to create this kind of longing in his voice, in the chords that he's choosing, and the dynamics with the song. There's a few songs like that just have this you can sense his whole soul in it. And if you are new to these videos, I do take some notes between each song so we can kind of discuss them as we go through the album. Try not to interrupt very much in the song unless there's something that really stands out to me. But yeah, that ability to just create this longing, and then Dom obviously is hearkening back to this classic rock type sound, this maybe 70s, 80s type rock, obviously spiritual successor to the Ozzy Osbournes and others like that, but still creating his own path, etching his own identity into that genre. I'm curious with this song here, we'll jump over here, because we were really blessed with part 1 because he had this all built out where he actually spoke into each song. We don't necessarily have that yet for this album, nor do we really, I think, have many descriptions for the newer songs. That's totally fine. So I was curious who he was speaking about. Pictures of idols rise up and fall. Okay, that's very similar in a tie-in to the remainder of the album. Wish you knew it all. Lift your head from the pillow, you've been missing enough, built yourself a wall. So yeah, I mean, those lyrics do seem to tie into what he was communicating through the idea of idols in this album, is the idea that we let these idols kind of discourage us from finding our own place, of becoming them, of realizing ultimately that they are just people like us, and launch out, carve your own path, much like what Dom is doing. You know there's no middle, so don't fight the change. It'll be all right in the end. Show yourself. So yeah, you built yourself a wall, but he's saying, show yourself. Because I need you to make the world seem fine. And I know there were several times in the previous songs, like part 1 of the album, kind of speaking to the fans to an extent. So I wonder if that's who he's speaking about, or if he's speaking about a love. So you fostered the hero for efficiency's sake. Tell me, how did it go in the end? To be a part of the picture, you got to keep at the pace. Run, 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 you're late. You know, there's no middle. And maybe, I wonder if he's speaking to himself. I need you, you need yourself. Do you keep the lights on at night so you can sleep? That's an interesting line. Do you keep the lights on at night so you can sleep? I wonder if that speaks to something really vain about needing to be in the light all the time, like you can only rest when you're in the light. Interesting. We'll see if it sheds any more light on it as we continue through the album. But obviously, as always, let me know your thoughts throughout this down in the comments. We'll have a good conversation. All right, let's move on. This is track number 2, titled The Postman. Should be Hashman. Hashman, Hashman. Go round and roundabout. Had such fun tracks on this album.
Let's go for breakfast in the morning after the night before. Did you get my violets that were laced with love from the second-hand store? Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be adored. There's a package in my door, but I've been waiting for the postman, but he's passed out on the floor. Today's your birthday, so I'm gonna get high. Today's your birthday, what's a beautiful day to die. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be adored. There's a package in my door, but I've been waiting for the postman. He's been passed out on the floor.
Is it not somewhat similar to Lovesick Lullaby?
Let's go for breakfast in the morning after the night before. Did you get my violets that were laced with love from the second-hand store? Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be adored. There's a package in my door, but I've been waiting for the postman, but he's passed out on the floor.
It's really interesting, man, because I'm trying to figure out, should I be trying to read more into it than other than just kind of like a party rock anthem type thing? And it sounded familiar. I don't know, later I'll have to like run them side by side, because I did get that from Lovesick Lullaby, and then you have that hash man, go round and round about. Not that they're like one for one, but I don't know. I just kept hearing it in there, and I don't know if that was just me. This idea, let's go for breakfast in the morning after the night before. So it sounds like some sort of party, which kind of carries over into this. There's a package on my door, but I've been waiting for the postman. Was a package on my door or a package at my door? There's a package at my door, but I've been waiting for the postman. Yeah, I guess we don't need to go anywhere else for lyrics. We can just stay here because there are no notes or anything on Genius right now. So a package at my door, but I've been waiting for the postman, but he's passed out on the floor. See, I'm trying to figure out, is he saying that he has a package he's trying to send out, like waiting at his door to go out? But obviously the postman was at the party, so he's passed out on the floor. It's really interesting. Did you get my violets? Is that the package that's supposed to go out? And they were laced with love from the secondhand store. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be adored. Interesting. All right, let me know your thoughts. Okay, we are going to move over to track 4. I do have Zombie YUNGBLUD with the Smashing Pumpkins. I have that video over on Patreon. And so you can feel free to check that out if you'd like. And obviously it's just a different version from Zombie because it includes the Smashing Pumpkins. Which ultimately, I don't think that version caught a lot of... I don't think it was very well received by a lot of people. I don't have any experience with the Smashing Pumpkins, so I didn't really know what to expect. And again, I'm not much of a music critic. I kind of just like to listen and point out interesting things I see and hear. So let me know your thoughts. How did you feel about it? But let's jump in here to track number 4, titled Time. A real raw acoustic guitar here.
It's been 2 hours since I left you in New York City now. But I guess good love dies young. And if I don't look back, will you get married now? Make me wonder for the rest of my life. Time, I just need more time to figure out who I'm gonna be in the morning. Time, we all need more time. You said you don't mind. Did you really mean it? It's been 2 hours since I left my changing heart behind.
It's really raw, man.
On the steps outside your door. You take the angel out the city, but you'll never make them fly.
Gosh.
Make you wonder for the rest of your life.
Sorry.
Time, I just need more time to figure out who I'm gonna be in the morning. Time, we all need more time. You said you'll be fine. Did you really mean it?
These tracks feel really like deeply personal. And I remember him saying something about this, about part 2. I can't remember exactly what it was, but kind of what he was trying to accomplish with part 1, and then a little bit of the shift in part 2 with his songwriting and his approach. I think it was supposed to be a little bit more raw, kind of getting some of his emotions out. What is this? The instrumentals of Time was played for the first time in YUNGBLUD's documentary, Are You Ready, Boy? And the ending scene, after the doc was finished, it was credited as the featured songs along with all of Idol's 1. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Are You Ready, Boy? I knew that he was doing like a documentary with, gosh, what's his name? From Aerosmith? Are You Ready, Boy? Okay, is this what I'm talking about? When do we get to watch that? in cinemas worldwide August 20th and 24th. But that was 7 months ago. Hold on. Let me look at this. Featuring 12 new performances from his fourth album, Idols. Personal Journey of Change, exclusively in cinemas worldwide September 20th. Watch more official YUNGBLUD videos. Can we see this yet? Here, I'll bring you guys in so you're not just staring at me. Okay, so it hasn't released yet. Fun. We're getting a lot of concert films, man. August 20th and 24th. Huh. I'll keep that open. That'd be fun to see for sure. Okay, good. I'm just glad I'm not missing anything. I'm curious, and I haven't seen the video yet. I do know that Time, again, was at least the one music video, performance video that we've been given from part 2 so far. And I did see it's like a black and white. It seems like acoustic recording, and it's probably the same recording that's used here on the album, because it almost sounds like one microphone, you know, that's picking up the guitar and his voice. Just a very raw recording. And the theme behind it is very reminiscent. Was it Black Sabbath, the cover that he did? I have it here on the channel, of Changes. You know, because lyrically that song is very simple, but it's so meaningful, especially the older that you get, the realization that it's just like, I'm going through changes, that you have these markings in life, these periods where obviously there's progressive and slow change all throughout our lives, but there are also these seasons where you can feel these big shifts, whether they're moving or they're career related or relationships. And so even here, this idea of just kind of needing time to figure out who I'm going to be, and also leaving somebody that sounds like he's in a long distance relationship, and them saying they're kind of okay with it, but him wondering, like, did you really mean that? And the 2 hours since he left where they were, this idea of who he's going to be in the morning almost sounds like, is he trying to make a decision if they're going to continue this relationship, or if he's going to be the person that this other person wants. And anyways, it's really interesting. Sorry, dropped my pencil. Very deeply personal it sounds, and it was really great. Okay, we get a War Part 2. That's fun. So here we go. This is track number 5.
Everybody loves the way you are, but you don't let them look inside you, do you?
I want to play it right on the tail end of War.
I wish I could have been a better scar for you, for you.
The orchestral?
Fake. I wanna be
Oh my gosh.
I wanna be the one to let you down. I cover up my face, I try to get inspired, but every time I do, you turn around.
Oh, cool.
Lying awake, dream of you talking to God, melancholic kind of confession. Conversation going around, bumper cars and merry-go-rounds. I don't think it's enough this time, and I'm not ready to kill, I'm not ready to die, but it's beginning to poison through my mind. Here it comes in waves, are you feeling inspired? I try to speak is another wasted breath without you. Just another drop of blood I bleed for you, for you, for you, for you.
Oh, I could use a scream.
But I wanna be a fake. I wanna be a liar. I wanna be the one to lay you down. I cover up my face. I try to get inspired, but every time I do, you turn around. And I'm not ready to kill. I'm not ready to die. And it's begins poison through my mind. Here it comes in waves. Are you feeling inspired? Are you having the best time of your life? Oh.
Okay. Orchestra was a great touch. This is probably my favorite so far on part 2. On Idols part 1, oh, dude, that's tough. Obviously, I love Hello Heaven, Hello. I love Ghosts. I love The Greatest Parade. I love Sick Lullaby, Supermoon. There's so much that I love. Wow. Yeah, the orchestra was really cool. I could have definitely used, and I think the song's fairly melancholy, even though it has some very interesting things going on. But that section, I think a scream, for you, for you, for you. You know, it kind of goes like that. I wish Dom would have tapped into his punk rock roots. For you. Or he could have given a more, you know, classic Rocky. Classic Rocky? Bum, ba, bum, bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. A classic rock scream. But very cool song. All right. We've got 2 left. Very curious to see what we're doing here. Track number 6, Blueberry Hill. Wonder if that speaks to a specific place. Here we go.
It may seem like you know everything that you feel. You've been saying the words that you needed to hear to remind you of you and you love it. It tastes of Blueberry Hill. I believe everything that you feel. Tell me, when are you going?
Is this a cover?
Yes, it's possible to be young and you love it. It tastes of Blueberry Hill. Gone by every old road. Take me back in time. All my heroes on. Heart is one with mine. And you're screaming out your lungs won't let you down. Every day it feels like never-ending fun. Though you've never been together, though you know you're so much better, don't forget yourself when you come back around.
Beautiful.
But I beg you to speak from the depths of yourself. You know I would be useless without you. Take a pound from the till. Gone by every old road.
This is beautiful.
Take me back in time. All my heroes on. Heart is one with mine. Now you're screaming out your lungs won't let you down. Every moment feels like
Love the trumpet.
never-ending fun. No, you've never been to
Trumpet's such a great touch.
no, you know you're so much better. Don't forget yourself when you come back around.
Yeah, that scream.
You're a blueberry hill right now.
Awesome.
You're a blueberry hill right now.
Oh,
And all my life I'll be with you. All my life I'll be with you. All my life, even if this is goodbye. All my life I'll be with you.
oh, we're not done. There we go.
Go where nobody knows your name.
Interesting.
Don't matter where you're from or where you're going. Change, it won't ever stay the same. Old daggers in your heart last forever. Tell me what is it you seek to last forever? Tell me what is it you seek to last forever? Tell me what is it you seek to last forever? Tell me what is it you seek?
Okay, I think what made me think it was a cover, you have to excuse me, I'm musically malnourished. It for a moment had that sound. What's the song that's like, I need you more than anyone else. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about? Probably do. It's like a famous song, but I don't know who sings it or what it is. But for a moment, it was sounding like that. I was like, is that song? But I don't think that it is. I'll just Google to make sure, but I'm pretty certain this is oh, hold on. Blueberry Hill is a classic American popular song from 1940, most famously recorded by Fats Domino in 1956, becoming an international rock and roll standard. The song, featuring lyrics about finding romance on a hill, hit number 2 on the Billboard charts and is recognized for its cultural impact. Excuse me. Written by Vincent Rose, Larry Stock, and Al Lewis in 1940, the most famous version is 1956 rock and roll interpretation by Fats Domino. Okay, but I still don't think it's not the song that I'm thinking of. But that's interesting. Let's see real quick. I also love the way Dom says blueberry. I'm from Georgia. We say blueberry. Can I have some blueberries? But he says blueberry. Blueberry, which I really like. Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino. Let's check this out for a second. Some swing.
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. On Blueberry Hill. When I found you, the moon stood still on Blueberry Hill.
Interesting.
All of those vows you made are never to be on Blueberry Hill. You made for you were my thrill.
Very nice. That old drumming. Okay, got to make my way back over to Idols. That's cool, though. Song about falling in love on a hill. And Dom obviously had his totally own version to it. Love the trumpet within there. I wonder if that's inspired by kind of the old school, old style type. And obviously there's kind of a whole shift in there toward the end of the song, which I just love. That's why one thing I feel with this album is this great listening experience, like the full album together. They're just these kind of unconventional twists and turns that make it an enjoyable listening experience, not just these kind of singles or standoff tracks. Because I found myself since starting the YouTube channel much more, I almost never listen to playlists anymore. I listen to albums. And I like that. You know, I started buying CDs again, which I keep in my car. I got into buying vinyls. And even if I'm listening digitally, I tend to go to albums that I really love nowadays. Because that's, you know, when I was a kid, like we had our Discman or like the CD changer in our room. You just have to wear CDs out until eventually we got to where we were downloading music from like LimeWire and then burning our own CDs. But, you know, before that, we would just purchase, you know, entire albums. And I didn't have a lot of money. So it's like you got one CD, you just play the crap out of that CD. So it's kind of like going back to those times a little bit. All right. We're closing this out. Suburban Requiem. Really interesting. Let's see how he chooses to finish out this project.
Slow down, yeah, mad enough to have it figured out. Longing for that stale ambition, looking to be found. Everybody knows they're special till they look
Oh, wow.
around. Have you closed your eyes lately? Listen to the sound.
Love Dom's heart, man.
Don't cry, no lying. Don't hide, don't fight it. You know I'm gonna be right here next to you in all the places that you go, in the sunlight and the snow. You know I'm gonna be right here next to you in every dream you try to be, every time you don't believe. You know I'm gonna be right here next to you.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll begin to feel yourself lift off the ground. When you were small and crying useless, they took the laces from your shoes. You never learned quite how to process. You saw the pain and felt confused, but give it time.
This is beautiful.
Feel yourself about to lose control. Give it time. Feel yourself lifting off the floor. Don't hide, don't fight it, don't cry.
Oh my gosh. What a perfect close. Bra freaking vo. That is definitely one of my top ones from part 2 for sure. So good. And I'm trying to figure out within here, like, how many of these songs is he kind of writing to himself? Which it doesn't have to be specifically, but and it would kind of conflict with the idea of being right here next to him. But I've heard plenty of artists write from that side of like almost speaking to the other side of themselves or to a younger part of themselves, and it's just like, I'm here with you, like we're gonna get through this. Almost as if your older self could go back and give your younger self guidance. I love that he said, everybody knows they're special till they look around. And it is that idea of comparison, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, you can have a comparison in the sense of like, let me measure, are there things I want to achieve or some things I want to change? But you have to be so careful because comparison can easily turn into a trap. You get in the comparison trap. And that's when it begins to rob your joy, because you almost cannot celebrate anything well that you do, because if it is not better than or equivalent to this other person, then you view it as a failure. Whereas if you were to remove that other person, and I'm not talking about like just being vain and foolish and unmeasured, you know, but something that you've truly done, that you've accomplished, that you would feel good about, however small the step is, that if you isolate it, you're like, man, I'm so glad that I achieved that. But then if you look over here at this person who's achieved it or gone further than you or did better than you in a shorter amount of time or whatever, then all of a sudden you begin to feel like crap about yourself, and it demotivates you from continuing in most scenarios. Sometimes it lights that fire under your butt to keep going. So I'm not trying to speak in absolutes about that, but for the most part, comparison, unless it's used to motivate you or kind of try to gauge like, oh, am I even in this thing? Like, am I headed in the right direction? You just have to treat it wisely, or it becomes like this. Everybody knows they're special till they begin to look around and like, oh, well, I don't look like them, or I haven't accomplished what they've accomplished, or whatever. You have to be careful with that. You got to run your race. And the key to running your race is not looking side to side to everybody else's. So good, man. I did need to find out for myself about a requiem. A mass for the repose of the souls of the dead, or a musical composition setting parts of a requiem mass, an act or token of remembrance. It's suburban act of remembrance. Excuse me. And I'm always curious, is suburban the same for him as it is for me, like in the UK? UK, suburban refers to residential areas located on the outskirts of a city or large town, acting as a commuter belt or dormitory zone. Yeah, same for me. So yeah, I wonder if it's this kind of song about somebody losing their dreams or confidence in themselves. Very good. Well, let me know your thoughts on part 2 of this. If you want to watch my video just like this for part 1, you can click right over here. And again, feel free to check my Patreon out. I've got tons of videos over there for lots of different artists, YUNGBLUD included, and I'll get the time video up for that as well. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the comments, or possibly in the next one, because we're eating good.